Alright, gang, welcome back to a Broke to Billionaire challenge on Ohio Richlands. You join me, it is now February, and we've got a couple of things to do today, but actually, it's a pretty late day for the most part. So, you can probably already see in the distance there, give me a second here, gang, I'm moving my microphone. I've got the worker mowing the grass over here, because it does need to be mowed, so we've got the worker mowing the grass here. We have to fertilize both the fields we drilled in the last episode, but other than that, we really don't have a whole lot to do today, so we'll see what we can get into. There are some, you might be asking, well, why didn't you just skip them? Because you've done the fertilizing before and skipped months. Well, there are a few housekeeping items I want to take care of today. And what I mean by that is there are some items that we're not utilizing anymore. Example of that, long time ago, early when the series first started, I was doing rolling in all these fields. I've kind of pushed that to the side for quite a while, so that roller's just been sitting there doing nothing. So I'd like to sell that. There are a few other things we can sell. Some of the stuff for the skid steer we can sell now, because we had that tree devour mod. We don't need the mulcher. There's a bunch of things really that have just been sitting there collecting dust, so I want to get rid of some of those. And then we might, you know, do something different. We might buy another field. Who knows? Even though I necessarily don't think we need to. No, we might not want to, I guess I should say. But we might buy another field if there's one that's close to us that's reasonable. Actually, there's none that are close to us that are reasonable. So you can just scratch that whole idea. We will not be buying any fields today. But in any case, there are things we have to do, housekeeping things we have to do. So we're going to do that. We also have, like, the grass that's being mowed. We've got to bale all that up. We're going to turn all those into silage bales because, actually, we're nearly out of silage bales. Now, we still have some over there. But when I fill up the BGAs again today, especially the one because it's so much faster, I think we're going to be out of silage bales. So it's a good thing we're getting a few more. It won't be many, but we're getting a few more at least. So that will help. But how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. I was... So I've talked about it a lot recently, I guess, but I was able to see the specific individual in my family who is... only been given a few months to live yesterday, so it was really comforting to be able to see her. So I'm very, very happy that I got that chance. I don't know if I will again. I hope I do, but in any case, it was nice to be able to sit down and see her for a couple hours. So, and I'll give more details whenever that awful day comes. But for now, we're just gonna leave it at that. But. So I'm a little bit, well, I mean, I was sad last night, I guess, but I'm a little bit happier today, given the fact that I was able to see her before that happens. So, anyway, we're fertilizing this field for the second application, as you can see. It's quite a big field. We also have to fertilize this small field over here, too. Now, a couple of my members have been giving me a lot of ideas for this series. Specifically, Matthew has been doing a lot. I hate this field. As you guys know, it drives me insane. So he came up with the idea, and I think it's a good idea. When we harvest it the next time, why don't we just take that field and turn it into an area for productions? And I think we're going to do that. Now, you might have already saw a bit of a I was going to say teaser. Teaser's not the right word. A bit of a spoiler, I guess. We did put down another production today, mostly for the oils. It's a very similar looking production to Grandma's house. It's pretty much the exact same house. It's just a different color. So we're going to run that for our canola. So that should help in our prices a little bit as well, I think, as far as making some more money. Now, I thought about upgrading the mower, but, I mean, we only have that one field there. Right, I don't think we really need to upgrade the mower. If we get another grass field or we turn another field into a grass field, absolutely, 100% we probably should get one. But I don't think we need it right now. You know what I mean? So we're not going to. We're just going to leave it be. Grass mowing, we do a lot of that. We do a lot of everything that we're doing right now, I guess, on the series, because... it's a lot of repetitiveness at this point, because that's what we have to do to get to hopefully get to $1 billion, right? And you can see our money has gone up slightly. That's from the BGA stuff. Now there is some stuff in here that I probably need to turn back on to selling. Honey's in there, so that's good. We got that on selling. I have the digestate storing. I figured it was maxed out. I wanted to get it maxed out again. I like doing that and then selling it versus just selling it every hour. You do get a good amount, I guess, every hour, but it's not really that significant, and I like seeing the significant change, I guess, is what I'm getting at. So when 10 o'clock hits this morning, we're going to see a significant bump, probably to 3 mil, or damn near it if we're not. So I keep jumping in and out of the menu there. It's just kind of hard to see where I've fertilized on the field when it's this kind of crop. It's very hard to see where you have and have not been. I mean, you can kind of see it if you look at it from this angle, sort of, but not. It's not really the best. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to keep, doing that here and there just to make sure I'm hitting everything. So the first episode of the mini-series will be released, well, I guess it's 2 weeks from yesterday. So not this Saturday, but the following Saturday will be the first ever episode of that mini-series that I've been kind of teasing. So put that on your calendars. You're ready to check that out. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one. Now my members will get a little bit of early access to that. They're gonna get to see a few of those ahead of time, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to need to go over a little bit more this time. I might still have to do another pass, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to. There's no way around it. We probably should upgrade this, honestly. This is nice. Don't get me wrong. It's really nice, but I'd probably get a bigger width at this point with the kind of money we have. So maybe we look into that. What's in the used market? Anything? There's a John Deere out there. Nice John Deere. That might be better for us than... No, those are all higher than that. Never mind. Well, it might have the option to get higher, though. It might have the option to upgrade. It does not. Okay. So yeah, no, we're not going to worry about that. We're not even going to focus on it. So nothing out there in the used market for us. I mean, this is nice for slurry, but we're not really doing slurry right now. We really don't have, anything to do slurry, any kind of animal to do slurry at this moment. I don't think we're going to in this series. I think we're going to kind of just stick with the animals we have, the bees and the sheep. I don't think we're going to go any more than that. A lot of the other series I'm running right now, we're going to be doing some heavy animal stuff, especially that Pioneer Challenge. There's going to be some heavy animals involved there, and by heavy animals, I mean every single animal, I guess, besides bees, because there's not really anything you have to do specifically for bees. But other than them, it's going to be really heavy on animals, so I think I'm just going to leave it as sheep and bees here. Mostly the sheep is just to help us with the clothes, right? So what'll probably happen here, just to kind of give you guys a little bit more understanding of where we're at and where we're going to be going here. This will probably be the last episode until the clothes are ready to sell, and then I don't think we're going to have a whole lot to do when that day is. So we might have to do a little bit of a, it's not a cheat, but a little bit of a different approach than we normally take in this series, where we because I want to show you selling all the clothes, because there's going to be a lot. So we might, take a different approach, sell the clothes together, and then skip a few months until we actually have some things to do, if that makes sense. I don't want to just do an episode to do the clothes and then not have anything else to do, and that's kind of what it would be. Because I don't. Well, I guess I could be wrong. Maybe one field will be ready then, but I don't think that it will be. So, all right, wasn't 100% perfect, but that's not too bad. Let's go fill this thing up with some more solid fertilizer quickly here. We'll head to the small field. We'll get that field done. And then we're going to probably see where we're at. Now, here is the other production I put in. Remember I told you it's pretty much the exact same house as Grandma's house. It just happens to be red. So there it is. Now, we don't have anything in there yet, so we need to get the canola moved in there. So we'll probably do that as soon as we're done fertilizing the other field here. And then we'll work on the BGA stuff. Like I said, they need some stuff for sure. I'm going to fill it up from here, just save ourselves a few bucks. You can see we've got a bunch of flour sitting over there. So that's also good. I don't know when the best time is to sell flour. I should look at that. I should know all these like in my head by now, but I don't. It was in December. We probably should sell it now. It's not going to be good again until December. It's February. It's dropping, so we probably should sell it now, honestly. So here's what we're going to do. Let's turn it on to selling and selling. Oh, nope, soybeans. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What about soybean flour? I don't even know where soybean flour is. I don't even think I've actually ever seen soybean flour on here. So, I mean, I have to sell everything, so it should be on here. Here it is, soybean flour. Yeah, same thing. Yep. So we're gonna sell them. We're gonna sell them out of our storing right now. Sell them. So that'll make us some money. Let's run over here really quick. I'm actually just gonna take them all by hand because I should be able to pick these up. Yeah. Ooh, I better not be. I better not run. That was some major glitching going on there. There is something that the game does not like. Some bad packet loss rendering there. I mean, we're making decent money out of all this. I mean, 1,800 to 1,900, depending on which one it is. It's some good money. Yeah, I'm not trying to put the flour in there. Calm down. Need to do some more work here. It's a little uneven over here, so I need to do some work on that. That kind of drives me insane. My OCD. I'm not liking that. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it though, honestly. So yeah, unless I redo everything, and I don't want to do that because we've got crop in there. So I don't know how much I'll really be able to fix that, but probably not much. All right, let's get to the small field there, gang, and we'll see. We'll see what we'll see what happens. Well, I started to back that in, and then I thought for a second, wait a minute, I'm going to need that out because I have to put the fertilizer down on the grass field once we get everything up and off the ground there. So, in the meantime, let's empty everything else that we need to empty, like the straw. I don't think we have any straw left whatsoever now. This is what I'm saying. That new BGA has helped us out tremendously because it is a much faster pace than the other one is. But it's nice to have the other one because even when this one runs out, right, and it's empty, that one should still be going. So we'll always have some kind of income, you know, being brought in one way or another. So, all right, let's put this over here for right now. I know I'm kind of making a bit of a mess there, but that's all right. We're going to clean it up here very, very soon. So as you can see, we are out of silage in there, and it's going to pretty much accept all the bales that we have here for the most part. So let's move all of them in there, because that's going to make us some more money. It's almost 10 o'clock. By the time we're done doing all of this, it should be near 10 o'clock. So, if not already past 10 o'clock. So we're going to see how much money we actually end up gaining here. It should be a lot. Like I said, all of that digestate that was turned into solid fertilizer. Took a bit of a different approach with the time lapse there, with the fertilizer spreading. I don't know if that was successful or not. I don't know if it's good material or if it was worse to watch, but just taking a chance on it and see how it goes. I'm sure somebody will let me know if it was absolutely terrible in the comments down below. I'm sure when I'm editing this, I'll probably figure it out pretty quickly if it was terrible or not. Looks like it's maxed out there at 67. Let's take a few of these over here to the smaller one. Well, the slower one, I should say, not the smaller one. Because it needs some too, as you can see. $2,931, so not exactly 3 million like I was expecting to get, but not bad either. Not bad. Now, since we are selling flour, and this is a completely different series, I understand that, but in the Pioneer Challenge, we're supposed to sell a certain number of, or a certain amount of flour, but I was unable to figure out how I'd be able to know that on console. That's vehicle, so let's just make sure that nothing popped up while I'm here, and I'm thinking about it. I don't see anything, so how the hell am I going to be able to figure out how much I sold, especially if I have other things I'm selling, right? If I've got other products that I'm selling, how the hell am I going to know? I guess I'll have to figure out a way to keep track of it myself somehow. I don't know. Or maybe I just store all the flour in there until it's ready to sell, and then I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one for a while to figure out how I'm gonna do that. So let's put that back on storing. Okay, so I want to take this tractor and I want to hook it up and get the baler ready to go, because the grass should be pretty close to being done if it's not done already. But before we do that, we're going to move the canola over to our production so we can actually start making stuff with the canola oil. Because right now, we're not making anything. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Dang it, Z. Get together, buddy. I'm going to clean that up. That is a mess. That's giving my OCD a whirl of pain right there. Probably should be using a different tractor for this. It will go through here, but it's a tight squeeze. You got to hit it perfectly like I just did. Alright, so let's get the canola filled up in here. We'll take it over to the production, get the production going. And then we'll jump on the baler and the front windrower and get all that going over there in the grass field. And then we can look and see how much how many pallets of wool we have. And if we have enough, we'll bring them over to Grandma's house and get that going. We also probably need to move the other bale of cotton that we have into Grandma's house as well. Like I said, a lot of house cleaning things that need to be taken care of today. So that's the reason why we decided to do an episode here. I believe it's right here where I dump it. Yep. Now, I think I already have it turned on, but let's just double check and make sure. Yeah, I do. I have all three turned on, even though we're not going to do sunflowers. I can turn that one off. All of us, we probably won't be doing that either, but I had it turned on too. All right, canola storing, good. When is the best time to sell canola oil? I should know this as well, and I don't. I'm going the wrong way. November. In February, it drops significantly, and you can see that. Okay, well. Alright, so the worker's getting blocked now by the sheep pen, so let me get this all sorted out over here. Everything put back where it should be for the most part. And I'll get everything over to the grass field, and we'll begin working. Same thing, I guess, but we'll begin working on the grass field. Okay, we spent some money, gang. I want to try it. We upgraded this to the biggest one we could get, so we're not really going to be able to get very far before we're full again. I think this is going to be astronomical, but since we're going to be doing so many, you know, silage bales and picking up straw and all that good stuff, since we're going to be doing so much of that, I wanted to give it a shot and see how it goes. This is look at that. Look at how big this is astronomical. So let me grab the worker here. Because there's a section here, there's a couple sections really that they missed, but I'm not that concerned, I guess, with all of it. Just get a little bit of it here, around the edge here. Like the rest of it, I'm not that concerned about missing that. It's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. But this definitely should be taken. Or, I guess, mowed, I should say, not taken. It's not being taken yet, it's just being mowed. And then that little skinny pass there in the middle that somehow was missed. I don't know how that was missed. It had to be something to do with the silo down there. And it just got a little bit off course there. But in any case, we'll get that one as well. Do a quick save here. Make sure nothing crashes on me. I mean, it's only crashed one time, this game, for me on the Xbox, which I'm very pleasantly surprised about. It's only really crashed once. And I mean, it happened... I think I was actually doing a video recording when it actually happened, so but that was a bit ago, so I shouldn't really have to worry about saving too much. But I grew up in the generation where you save, and you save often, because everything crashes. So I said originally that this episode may be a little bit shorter, but I don't know if it's really going to be after we're done with everything, right? We've got to do all the grass here, get all the bales picked up, then we got to put the fertilizer down. There's a lot more to go, and we still haven't sold all the stuff that I said I wanted to sell at the very beginning. I was going to kind of save that towards the end. So if you don't want to see that, you can turn off, I guess. But, yeah. So this is done. So I'm not gonna actually drive this all the way back across the way yet. Here, I'll do that in a little bit later on, but I'll just get it out of the way because we're gonna need some room for that massive windrower there. It might be too big, but now we have the ability where we can drop it back down to the one we had before, or we can up it to this one whenever we need to, right? Like for the straw, that's definitely gonna be useful, definitely, especially the loading wagon. Whoa, that's a little bit of a glitch there. See that? Look, it's up in the air. Anyway. Let's get in the John Deere here. Now, the problem I think we're going to have with this is that we're going to fill up the baler so quickly. Bale size. Yeah, 150. That's the highest we can go. We're good. We're going to fill this up so quickly that it's not even going to have time to unload it fast enough, like wrap it and unload it fast enough before we're ready to be, you know, full again. But this will take less time to do turns and all that stuff, so I think I just have to be very cautious of it, right? Give it a little bit of time to start before I keep going, if that makes sense. Or I try to wait before I get to 100. Look how fast this is going. I'm missing something there. How am I missing that? It's crazy. There are bits that are being missed for some reason. You can see them there. I don't know why. I guess it's just, it's too wide. We're utilizing too much. I guess the only thing I can think of is that the swaths we're making are too big, and so it's missing it because of that reason. Which means that what I just spent money on is probably a bit of a waste, at least for the baler. I'm probably going to have to use at least a smaller one. But I think I have to pay for the one between the one we had before and this one. I probably should have just got that one. That was probably the better choice, but I didn't. That's all right. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as we get most of it off of the ground, I'm pretty happy, and we can come back and get that anyway, right? Well, I mean, look how big the swaths are. Look at it. I mean, it's touching the bottom of the John Deere. They're that big. So, yeah, I guess it makes sense when you think of it. But that's okay. We're gonna have a big operation going here in a second anyway. Like I said, right? We'll get the auto loading trailer over here, pick them all up, and then we can come back around again and pick everything up. It won't take long to do it all. Yes, thank you. I know I do not have access. Thank you very much. We almost have 2 full pallets over there. They probably need some water, too, if I'm honest with you. All right, I know we just did a time lapse, so I know that, but it's time to do another one, gang. We gotta get it done. There's a lot to do here. We gotta get it done. So let's get into another time lapse here. Let's get all these bales done, get them all picked up, and get the fertilizer down, all that good stuff. And I'll be back with you. All right, that turned into a much longer time lapse than I had initially anticipated, but that's all right. We got the whole field done. It's now almost fully fertilized again. Obviously, I missed a few bits. I could have probably did a little bit better job of lining that up to not miss this and have to waste as much solid fertilizer, but that's all right. I'm not going to worry about the stuff over there on that side that I didn't hit. It's not that big of a deal. Most of it's hit, so we'll be fine. All right, field's done. Yeah, you know what? It's just this little section here. I might as well just tap it. Boom, done. Doing the skid. All right, the rest of it, we'll just let it be. All right, that field's done. So, the remaining things to do here, gang, are to sell a number of the things that I said I wanted to sell. Now, oh, actually, hold on a second. Wait a minute before I go any further. I did stop in the time lapse. I don't know if you caught it or not. I'm sure you did. To check to make sure that the sheep had enough food. They still have plenty of food. There's still 3 bales in there. I figured that would be plenty of bales for them because it's not that big of a sheep pen. But they did need some water. So, let's, while we're here, let's spend the time to dump some water in there for them. Now, the other note is some of the stuff, right, it's going to require the skid steer to take it down there. It's going to take a while. The skid steer is slow, very slow. So, I think what I'll do, instead of, just talking to you or doing a time-lapse going down there, we've already done 2 time-lapses. I don't really want to do another one. I think what I'll do is I'll just jump cut until I have everything down there ready to sell. Where is the trigger? The trigger point on this is so tiny. That's probably why I had it sitting where it was. I should have just left it where it was. Did they literally already take it? It might have already taken it. Quick save here. Let's just check it. Yeah, they're maxed out on water again. Now, the chickens need some food. So let's drop some food off for them, too. Let's flip this around. Let me get everything back over to the farm here, because I kind of have things just kind of sitting up here at the top of our field and in our neighbor's yard here. So let me get everything back over, and then we'll fill up one of the trailers with some wheat and take it over to the chickens so we can get them back up to good standing. All right. We got some wheat in there. We don't need all the wheat that we have in there. There's plenty in there. This will be more than plenty. We're going to have to come back and dump some of this back into the silo. Got a decent amount of eggs showing up here, so that's good. Yep. Took about 20%. Kind of what I was expecting. Around 4,000 liters. So the chicken should be in good shape again for a little while, so that's good. So let's start getting stuff down to the shop. I already brought out the roller here, and I repaired it and everything. So we're going to do kind of all that for the most part. It's going to take me a while to get down there, so bear with me. Well, for you, it's only going to be a few seconds, but I don't know why I said bear with me. It's not like you're going to watch me do it, but you get what I mean. It's going to be probably noon, I would think, maybe around noon. Man, it might be a little less than that. We're on 2 times, so it might be less than that now, but it's going to be a while, let's put it that way, for me to get everything down there. Actually, as a matter of fact, before we take everything down there, because I'm going to have to bring the skid steer over here anyway, let's just pick up this wool and bring it over to Grandma's house, right? Why would we not do that right now? Let's do that now. Just noticing on the way over here, we almost had 2 full pallets here. You can see it, 1985, 99%. So we were nearly there. So this will be good. Perfect. Right, and that was already turned on. It is good. All right. Well, more clothes being made now. Obviously, it's not that much wool yet, but perhaps we need to upgrade the sheep and get more. But we'll leave that be for now. Let's get this over here. Drop the forks off, and we'll start hooking everything up. And I will see all of you when we get down to the shop. Once we get all of that sold, the very last thing we're going to do, and I mentioned it earlier, is we're going to grab the other bale of cotton that we have that's been sitting there in our shed back there, and we're going to take that to Grandma's house, because I believe at this point it has enough room for us to put the wool in. I think I'm going to actually not sell the bucket. We haven't used the bucket in forever, but just in case we have another issue with the silo like we did, early on, the reason we had to buy the bucket to begin with, just in case we have another issue with that, I'm gonna just leave the bucket for now. I don't think the bucket was worth that much money anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it. I already fixed up the roller. I think I mentioned that, but I'll mention it again just in case I didn't. And we're gonna fix this. Well, there's no repair needed. Okay. I will see all of you at the shop. Alright, we're down here. It's nearly noon, like I said. I gotta find the trigger. Where the hell's the trigger at? Nope. Don't sell that. Repaint, yes, and we can sell that for $725. And we can repaint that and sell that for $14,965. That pretty much pays for our extension to the front windrower, so works. I'll see you guys back at the farm. I'm causing a traffic jam, gang. Look at that line of people behind me. They are so mad. Oh, they're mad at me. Oof. Alright, I'll see you at the farm. Alright, we're pulling back up. I'm also causing mayhem there. It's fun. 3 of the same exact cars in different colors behind us. Alright, there you go, Prius. Prius. Ugh. Anyway, we're back at the farm. So, I'll put everything else specifically away here very soon. I'm just going to go down here. We're going to grab the other cotton bale, bring it all the way back up here, and we'll put it in Grandma's house. And I believe at that point, we don't really have anything else to do, I don't think. I think everything else is done. Let's just verify and make sure that I'm not missing anything. Yep, everything's good. So it ended up being a much longer episode than we had initially thought and anticipated, but there was a lot to do, and we got some other things out of the way, which helps us in the barn, because the barn was getting kind of, well, I don't know if squished is the right word, but it's getting a little bit full, right? There was still room in there, but we were getting to a point where we had to start moving a lot of things out of the way to get to certain things, so... Alright, let's unload this sucker. Yep, accepted it all, which is kind of what I was expecting to happen. Perfect. So, to leave it off, we are at 24,450 cotton in there. That's good. It's going to make us a lot of clothes. Now, the next time we're going to have an episode, like I said, is probably when the clothes are best to sell, which I believe is April. Yep, April. So, not very long, a couple months, and we're going to have, well, at least we'll begin the episode, and then we might have to skip a few months, like I said. I don't normally like doing that. I really actually despise doing that. I want to do, you know, a whole episode, but I don't think we're going to have anything to do, unless there's a small field to potentially buy that maybe we consider. Otherwise, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot for us to do. I mean, maybe that one, but it's $603,000. That's a lot of money, and I think that's potatoes, too. We don't have anything to do potatoes currently, so we're not going to do that. Anyway, Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button if you're new. It's free and it helps me out an absolute ton. Thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, you know the drill. Let me know down below. Check my other channel out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I keep mentioning that, and I continue to do that. Because maybe some of you that are watching it want to, you like other things besides Farming Simulator. And if you do, I'd appreciate the follow and subscribe there as well. It helps me out a ton. And until next time, I'll catch each and every single one of you in the next episode.